Hello everybody and welcome back to another FTB Infinity Skyblock episode. How's everybody doing today? Hopefully it's a fantastic day for you. What is it? Tuesday? Something like that? I don't know. I've lost track. There's so many little things that's going on. It's insane. What? Why? Why you do? Oh, goodness. Okay, that's a problem. Alright. That's a bit of a setback. Let's see, where's our sand at? I think we need to upgrade our cache. And I bet you our other inventories are full as well. Okay, a little bit of a setback here to start, but not a big deal. We can fix this. We can fix it, but it makes me wonder how many resources we lost in the process. Okay, good. So that should start pulling it all out. Excellent. We can start just throwing things in here. As you can see, we've got the diamond nuggets on tap here as well, which is really nice, and the cotton. We did some of that on stream there yesterday. I think it must have just been running out because, yeah, it must have just ran out. Anyways, so we got 3 fields of Dimalia seeds and then the 1 field of cotton for our string needs, basically. And, yeah, so that guy's doing its thing, doing its work overall. And I bet you, like I said, our inventory is just a mess over at our storage, because that sand probably filled up all of our 4K drives. Just an assumption, but wouldn't surprise me in the slightest. No, it didn't. Why didn't it? Oh, well. Oh, that's right, because it's only stuck on this by itself. Perfect. That worked well. That way we don't fill up our drives. Overall, things are going well. We're up to like 70,000 wool and leather. It's getting a little ridiculous from our culinary generators over here and our little cow farm and sheep farm. Pretty good stuff. Great comments, by the way, everybody. I really appreciate them all. Really appreciate it. We have these guys going pretty much max speed anyways. We got to get more fortune, but we need more power. I've concealed the drawers because we really don't need them anymore. For that, you need the concealment key. Basically, it hides your, your labels and all that kind of stuff. But most importantly, in the stream yesterday, we got to work a little bit on the Thaumcraft setup here that you guys saw before. I did a little bit of building here. Kind of a nice, I don't know, it's a nice little kind of gazebo type thing for the arcane infusion. We've added some candles from tallow candles in cyan color. I've added a few fire crystal clusters just to kind of make it look better and, also improve. Also down below, we've built this little section down here. Behind here is zombie heads. All zombie heads ready to go. So that these things all improve our stability. So the candles, the clusters, and the zombie heads all improve the stability of our arcane infusion here. I've been having a bit of FPS things as well. I'm not sure exactly why, but there's definitely something there. I think it has to do with something in this area over here. Chunk updates or something like that. It could be the amount of stuff we're putting into the storage drawer. I was kind of thinking about it a little bit. That could be a possibility. So we might need to switch this up pretty soon, but, it's one of those things. But yeah, so we got the gazebo up here. We got it looking nice. We've added some glowstone notches here to kind of fix that lighting situation. And over here, we've improved our Thaumcraft energistics. All right, so we have our arcane crafting terminal still, like you saw before, but we also have the Essentia terminal. Now, before we made the Essentia drive, right? So we've made the Essentia drive down below here in the drives. I've made it a second one as well, but to view the fluids and Essentia in that drive, you need the Essentia terminal. Okay, so now we can see everything that we have stored in our Essentia drives, okay? The other thing that you can do is you can select them and you can fill them with vials and all that kind of stuff, which is pretty handy for many different reasons. But let's, without further ado, we need to start on something here. We want to do an arcane infusion bright and early. I've already prepped all of the stuff that we need. So we've already prepped the 64 Machina, the 32 Precantio, the 16 Permutatio, and the 32 Ordo. Now, the item that we're making here is part of Thaumic Energistics, and let's just pull it up here. It is called the Infusion Provider. Now, what this does is pretty straightforward. It's going to take all of the essentia that's stored in the system, and it'll work like a big jar, but it can provide all of the essentia to our arcane infusion. So we need to make this guy. Now, I believe I have everything prepped for this already in our terminal. So let's just get those items. 2 coalescent cores, good. We have the mirrors, good. Those required an arcane infusion by themselves. What else did we need? We have the Salus Mundus. Excellent. And is that it? Oh, 2 air shards. That's the other thing. 2 air shards. 1, 2. Okay. So now we need to craft this thing. And let's see. We need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 pedestals. Oh, well, that's a setback. We only have 7 pedestals. Well, okay, do we have any arcane stone? I don't think we do. I guess we're going to have to make some arcane stone first. Yeah, we're going to have to. Okay, not a huge deal. We can do that quite easily. There's a bit of, a little bit of lag as well on the server, so maybe it's because of that. I'm not too sure. It's not ideal, though. It's definitely not ideal. But we can throw these in here like that with our wand, and we can go arcane stone, and boom, and we can craft it all up. Awesome. We just got 64. Beautiful. More than enough for now. Okay, and by theory, we can also make our pedestal in here. Bingo. Got them. Okay, good. That should be enough for now. This will give us our 8th pedestal. Excellent. Okay, we'll store these items back in there, and let's place down all of our stuff that we need to. So first things first, we'll go air, mirror, Salus, core. Okay, so air, we'll start up here, mirror, Salus, and the core. And then I believe we just repeat it as well, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, just keep going around and repeat it all balanced like. Okay, air, mirror, Salus, and core. Okay, good. Now, we need in the middle an ME interface as well. And we have one. Beautiful. Okay, and boom. Okay. Now, this guy has a moderate... It's a moderate instability rate. I think we should be fine, though. We've improved the stability quite a bit. So let's hit it, and let's get things done. It's going to suck in all the essentia from the jars. This might be the last time we have to use jars in this series, which is pretty darn awesome, if you ask me. Compared to my other series where I used only jars and logistics pipes. Still a fun system, though. But there we go. So it's pulling in all the stuff. The thing is, once you get into higher levels like this, it just takes a lot longer to pull in the essentia, which is kind of and that lag doesn't help either. Did you guys see that? Holy crikey, why is there gaps in it? That's a bit of a problem, not gonna lie. But anyways, so we're crafting up our system here, and hopefully we're going to put it in the ceiling, by the way. I know, right? It's gonna be pretty awesome. I love seeing the essentia flowing down almost like it's going into the runic matrix instead of the item. For whatever reason, I enjoy that. Now, we should almost be done here, and this should be pretty cool. Now, you're probably thinking, how are you going to get the system up to there? Well, we're going to solve that problem pretty darn soon as well. And it's an expensive problem and an expensive solution, but we're going to do it anyways because, well, we can. That's just the way it goes. Alright, good. We're getting all the power. Excellent. All the things are coming in. Oh, this is no problem whatsoever. We got this. We got this easily. Awesome. So there's going to be our infusion provider. There we go. Got it. Alright, so now this guy is going to go basically not there. Beside there. I don't have a thing for it. We need a block. We need a block of some sort. You, Livingstone. You, come with me. So our thing is going to go right in the middle here, looking all kinds of nice and fancy. And then we need to get the AE system connected up to it. I think that's going to be awesome. So it's all going to come out of there and truck on down. I think that's going to look amazing in the long run. Let's get a little bit of the dark oak stairs and just kind of trim this up a little bit, make it look even better. There we go. There we go. And there we go. Nice. That is the look I was going for. That is perfect. I love it. Okay, so we have the infusion, the fingers don't fail me now. We have the infusion provider, and we're good to go on that front. Now we need to connect our Essentia or our AE system into that. All right. Now to do that, well, what are we going to use? Well, the only way, there's only a couple ways that you can do it. One of the ways is by running cable up there. Obviously, we could probably run it up through the post here, but the way I have this designed, it's going to be impossible to get it all the way up without some cable showing, which is a little annoying in the long run. So I think we're going to go with a wireless route. Yes, a wireless route. That's right. You guys are probably thinking, you're crazy, man. Why would you be making that already in this world? Well, we are. We are going to be making the quantum bridge from Applied Energistics. So these two guys, like so, are going to give us the quantum bridge that we require. So first things first, we need the one quantum bridge over by our system here. So I'm going to tap in right here with the dense cable. Good. We won't need many channels or anything like that, so we'll just leave it at that. And we're going to then run this guy accordingly. So that... oh, well, that works too. Okay, we'll just go down. Got it. Got it. Did I do this backwards? I might have done this backwards. Oh, no. I did it backwards, didn't I? I did it backwards. It's fine. It's fine. No big deal. Nothing to see here, folks. Okay. I'm pretty sure this is now correct, right? Right? Please say it's right. The glass one's on the corners. Okay, and is it one more in the middle? Oh, what am I doing wrong here again? I can't remember. Oh, shucks. Okay. Alright, whoopsie, I forgot. You only need one of these quantum link chambers. Oh well, they were cheap to make anyways. They weren't expensive, and maybe we'll use them elsewhere. You never know. So we'll put that guy back, but we need more of the quantum rings now, because I only made 8 of these before. Now, they do require energy cells, which are kind of annoying to make because it keeps pulling the silly wrench out every single time. Nothing annoying about this at all, right? Just click, click, like that. Yeah, nothing frustrating about this at all. Okay, was that 8? I don't even know. Energy cells. Yeah, we have 8. Okay, good. Thank goodness. Alright, and we need some dense cables for 8. Luckily, with all the wool we have, and redstone and glowstone, those are super easy to make. And now we can make the quantum rings themselves. Do we have enough processors? We do. Okay, good. And we need one quantum link chamber. So this guy is then going to go up here. We've kind of hid a little area up here just specifically for this. So we put down the quantum rings. You can put them horizontally as well. Boom. So that's going to make our quantum link chamber. Awesome. And then we can kind of hide this beautifully and all that kind of stuff as well. So, no, you know what? We need to move that all up one. Oh, God. All the things. We need to move this all up by 1, and we need to get ourselves a cable of sorts. So one cable is going to go there. Good. then the... No, we need that other cable. We need the 2 cables. Okay, 1 cable, 2 cable, like that. The quantum link chamber there. And then this goes on this level. Yeah, that's right. Okay, good. So now that should connect to the side there. It's kind of tough to see, but it should connect and go into the infusion. It doesn't connect on the link chamber itself. It's got to connect on one of these big guys here. So now we need to connect them up. And the main reason we need to do that, well, it's pretty straightforward, to be honest, is, well, science. No, that's the whole point, right? The whole point is to connect it. Now, what you need to connect them is called a singularity. This guy right here from Applied Energistics 2. And you need to make it a quantum entangled singularity. Now, I had a derp in this in my last single-player episode, so hopefully I don't make the same mistake today. But the way you make this singularity is by making a matter condenser from Applied Energistics 2. You do need a 64K storage component, and you set it to singularity, and you give it basically 256,000 of any block. So cobblestone, netherrack, whatever you want to give it, you can give it, and that'll give you a singularity. I don't recommend leaving it on because it will keep using up your items. Always. Simple as that. Now, what I need to do as well is I'm going to steal one of these energy cells. We're going to need it pretty soon, and it's full of energy. Perfect. So, let me get the things that I need for the quantum entangled singularity, and we'll be back. Alright, so I got the ender pearl dust. I think this is the one that works. The ender pearl powder does work. The reason I had issues before was the portal gun ender pearl dust was overriding this one in certain circumstances. So that's what I had before. I think the other thing that we want to make is a little tiny TNT. Really? Really? I don't have any Certus quartz dust? You've got to be kidding me. Alright, that's fine. It's fine. I hit next. Game? Okay, that was weird. That was weird. A little strange. We're going to get tiny TNT, and the reason why we go with tiny TNT is just less of a boom, more than anything. And, holy crikey, that little bit of lag, I tell you. Alright, that's fine. Okay, so we got the singularity, we got the ender pearl powder. We need a way to activate this guy. I have lots of levers, so I'm not too worried about that. And where do we want to do this? I guess we could probably just do it down in this basement, I think. Yeah, we should be fine right here. So we'll place down the TNT, and let's see. I want to take off my magnetization, just for right now. I don't remember exactly how many you need, so I'm going to drop down about 8 of those, and activate the TNT, explode them together. Did that work? Did it work? Why didn't that work? It didn't explode. Really? Really? You gotta be freaking kidding me. Did you guys see that? See that lag that we're having on the server? I do not understand what's going on there. That's not great. Okay. Well, that was fun. That was good fun, wasn't it? Let's do it again. Nothing like repeating yourself. Alright. We'll put down the TNT, lever. We'll put down this guy and activate it. Are you going to explode on time this time? There we go. There we go. We got it to work that time. Alright. Quantum entangled singularity. Very nice. And we have 2 of them. And these 2 are linked together. Now, the other thing that you can do with these, which is pretty cool actually, and I highly recommend it, is you can actually put them in an anvil, and you can name them, right? So this could be the Infusion. We can name them Infusion, for example, and now we have those singularities named Infusion, so we know exactly what they're for, alright? Now, here's the other step, alright? So, let's go and place this down here in the link chamber, like so, the Infusion, and over here, same thing, in the link chamber. Good. Okay, so now those 2 should be able to be linked up. Now, is this thing powered? Why? Is it not powered? Oh. Oh. Oh, we need another dense cable. That's why. Uh-huh. Another dense cable. Thank you. Thanks. Thanks, game. Again, remember what I said? They have to be connected up to one of the sides. There we go. That guy is now on. Beautiful. Now, this guy is not on. In case you can't tell, it's not lit up and doing all its funky things. Because you do need to give it a little bit of a power boost over here. That's not going to work, is it? Okay. How do we... Can we do this? Let's try this. I've never done it with an energy cell, so we'll give it a try. Does that give it power? Yeah, it did. Okay. So like I said, you have to give it a bit of a boost. So these energy cells are really useful for that. Once you give it a boost, it is connected. We are good to go. So now we should be able to get our infusion from up there, and we are all set up with this system. Awesome. Love it. Okay. A little bit of a power drain. It does take power to do this setup, so keep that in mind. Make sure you have enough and all that kind of stuff. We'll put our energy cell back in our beautiful crafting tower, and that should do the job for us with the quantum bridge. Eventually, we may even incorporate that AE system into this one. I haven't exactly decided. It's not too bad because with the wireless terminal, we can easily just pull in any information we need, and I do have some storage drives in this as well, so not really too much of an issue there. So devices online, we're good to go on the Infusion provider. Awesome. Now, last episode we made the Sword of the Zephyr, if you recall correctly, and the Sword of the Zephyr is pretty awesome. We need it though. We need it for other things, and the main thing that we need it for is to make the bound blade for blood magic. So this guy with a binding ritual becomes the bound blade. Now the reason we need the bound blade is to upgrade to a tier 4 altar, which is the next altar in our blood magic tier. We need the bound blade and to kill some mobs. Now the binding ritual is a thing. I don't know if we're going to get to it today, but we need a ritual diviner, which is all of this: air, water, earth, and fire. Couple mana diamonds and some ritual chalk. You know what? Let's make that. We can make that right now. I believe we already have all of the runes that we need. Water, fire, earth, and air. Perfect. Okay, we can cruise on up here. Excuse me, sir. Game. Wow. Okay. That might cause some of it, but it shouldn't really. Okay, so we have all the runes, so let's get them going and processing. Oh, God. Oh, Lord. So noisy. Okay, that's a bit better. I do not... Oh, man, I just messed that up. It's fine. Okay, did it transform? I don't see it. Oh, there it is. It's there again. Okay, good. We can do this, and we can kind of keep an eye on it. I believe they require 2,000 each one. And there we go. There's our elemental tool inscription water. Now we can do earth. Get that going. Again, 2,000 LP, if I'm not mistaken, is required for each of the... Or 1,000. It's only 1,000. Okay, so it's even easier. Good. We'll get the air, and then, of course, the fire as well. Now we can start draining out some of this. Good. Fill it back up a bit again. Fill it back up. There's our air, and fire is the last one. Okay, good. So that'll give us the elements that we need. The other stuff is we need mana diamonds and ritual chalk. Okay. That's not too bad. Not too bad at all. I'm going to get out my scythe as well, and we are going to wreck some of these mobs, just because. There we go. Problem solved. Oh, so much quieter. It's lovely. Okay, good. Oh god, all the things. All the experience. I wish I had the Ring of Experience, but we don't have that mod in this pack, so... That was a lot of experience in there. Holy cow. Okay. let's cruise on down, and let me get the other items that we need. Obviously, the mana diamonds are quite straightforward overall for us to get, and then the ritual chalk as well. Alright, so we need a piece of gypsum, so that is going to be a quicklime with a foul fume. You know what, we might as well make another one of these as well. I probably need more clay jars though. Do we have some more in there? We do not. Okay, clay jars, oh, we don't have any. Okay, maybe I'll make another one a little bit later. We'll do that. We'll keep those together. Now we also need the wood ash. We have, I think, everything else that we need. As my dog's shaking in the background. Always fun. Little shaky dogs. Alright, so we're going to wait for this distillery to finish up here, and then we'll make ourselves the ritual chalk. Alright, and then we need also a tear of the goddess in the same distillery. I wish there was a way to like make this go faster, but I guess things like this take time to process. I guess that's what I'm going to go with. I think that looks pretty sweet. I don't know. I like it. I like it overall. I think the infusion thing is awesome too, just kind of being in the ceiling there. You can get a glimpse of the tech up there, and then it'll filter down. I think that's pretty awesome overall. So we're just waiting for this guy, and then we should be able to make our ritual chalk. Come on now. Come on. And then we can get our ritual diviner as well. So that will be very nice. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. We don't got all day. So many other things that we need to do. Alright. And a couple other byproducts, which are always useful. Yeah, useful. That's what we'll say. So we got that. We got the gypsum, and we got the wood ash down the side. That'll give us the ritual chalk that we require. The next step is the ritual chalk with the mana diamonds. And then I can't remember the exact order, so let's go. So it's air, fire, earth. Okay? Air, fire, earth, water. Awesome. Ritual diviner from, oh god, that's right, you have to shift click out of the, alright, so don't pull out with a click out of the arcane terminal, just saying, shift click it out. It causes a crash. Alright, so let's see. We need one of these rituals. By holding shift and right clicking on the ritual diviner, you can see all the different rituals that you can make. And what we're looking for is, I believe it's the ritual of the binding, if I'm not mistaken. Binding ritual indeed. Now, if you actually hover over this and hold shift, it'll tell you exactly what you require. So you need 8 blank stones, 4 air stones, 4 water stones, 4 fire, and 4 earth. Total of 24 ritual stones. Now, ritual stones are, they're a little bit annoying to make. They're a whole bunch of reinforced slates and some obsidian, both of which can be a little bit problematic. Reinforced slates are the big one. They just take so much time in the blood altar. So I'm going to, you know what? Let's check the time on this episode. I need to see where we're at. We got everything that we need, I think, ready to go, but we'll go from there. Indeed, and just as I thought, we are at wrapping up point for sure. Now, we do have the ritual binding set up in our ritual diviner, so I think next episode we should be good to go. I'm going to grind out some of the reinforced plates and stuff and get some of that going. By the way, this is a rainmaker from forestry. It can get rid of rain if we needed to. And yeah, so I'm going to grind some of that out, and we will return next episode. Looking forward to it. PAX East is right around the corner, ladies and gentlemen. I will be away at PAX East. Obviously, if you are going there, please look for me. I'd love to say hi. Anyways, that's it for me. Leave a like, subscribe, all that fun stuff, and have a good one.